You don't have to wait. Yeah. Okay. We're up to Kuf Aleph and Aleph on the bottom. We were talking about a person who makes Kiddush in Shul, whether the bracha of Great Gafen and the Kiddush works for him in general and when he goes home. We saw the opinions of Rav and Shmuel. Now the Gemara quotes the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan Amar Af Yayin Nami Yatsu. Great Gafen also works. The Azda Rabbi Yochanan Latame. The Amar of Chanan Bar Abaya. Amar of Pdat Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Echad Shinu Yayin ve'echad Shinu Makom. Ein Tzarech Lavarech. Echad Shinu Yayin ve'echad Shinu Makom. Ein Tzarech Lavarech. There's no problem of Shinu Yayin or Shinu Makom. The Gemara says, wait a second, Meisver, we have a brayso Shinu Makom Tzarech Lavarech. Beferish. Shinu Yayin ain't Tzarech Lavarech. So Shinu Yayin is okay, but what about Shinu Makom? It's Beferish. The Gemara says to you, after the Rabbi Yochanan to you, after we knocked off this very makel opinion of Rabbi Yochanan. Yosef Ravidi Barabin Kamei de Rav Chisda. Yosef Rav Chisda the Kamer Mishmei de Rav Huna. Hada Amar Tashinu Makom Tzarech Lavarech. Lo Shanu Elemi Bias Labias. This din of Shinu Makom only applies when you're moving homes, like we were discussing by Kiddush on Aman Aleph. Avomi Makom the Makom, but within a house, lo, there's no problem of Shinu Makom. Only Ravidi Baravin. Hachi Tanina Lebe Masnisa the Rav Hinak. So we have the Ferish in the Brises of Rav Hinak. The Amrulei other say b'masnis the Bei Bar Hinak Kavasach. In any case, we have a Tanaitic source for it. The Gemara says, "V'yela Rav Huna masnisa kamashmalan." So Rav Huna is coming to teach you what's beferish in a brayso. Why would he do that? The Gemara says, "Rav Huna masnisa lo shmiele." Rav Huna had not heard the brayso, and that's why he said it on his own. Okay, another story now. V'su Yosef Rav Chisda becoming mishmei the nafshe. Rav Chisda said on his own. Another limitation, another kula. The first kula was makom lamakom in the same house isn't a problem. The second issue is lo amran elabitvarm she'ein tunin bracha le'achrein b'mkoman. The problem is only if you're eating something that doesn't need a bracha achrona after it in its place, like reina fashos. Avot dvarm tunin bracha le'achrein b'mkoman. But things that need the bracha achrayim where they are, like bread and birch samazon, ain't tzarich levarich. If you're eating bread and you leave, you change your place, you don't have to make a new bracha. My timer, lekiva kama hadar. You're continuing your original kvias, which you have to go back to in order to say your bracha achrona. Since you have to go back anyway, we view what's happening in the meantime as a continuation. That's Rav Chisda's halacha, big kula. Rav Sheshes Amri disagrees. There's no chiluk like this. Even things that tune in bracha frame them come, you still have to make the bracha when you have shinu makom. The Gemara now is going to try and bring a proof to this. Meisi ve'e b'nei chabur shayim esuvin lishtos. The akru agleim. They were sitting and drinking, and they were oker themselves latzes likras chasan or likras kala. Kishein yotzin ein tunin bracha lemafreya. Kishein chozin ein tunin bracha lachatchila. They don't need new brachos. Bamedvar mamurim sheni chusham zaken ochola. That's true if they left someone there continuing the meal. They went out to greet the chasam and they left people there. But if they didn't leave anyone there, they need new brachos. That's the brayso. From the fact that it says it seems that they're eating something serious. And it's only because they left someone there continuing the meal that they don't need new brachos. Even though they were eating something serious. Kasha the Rav Chisda. This seems to reject what Rav Chisda said. Rav Chisda said when you're eating a serious meal, it's not that you don't have a problem with shinu makom. Here you see you do, unless you left someone there. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, man tana akiros. Who is the Tana that holds that this whole thing of akiros applies? It's Rabbi Yehuda. This price is going to Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Chisda was talking according to the Rabbanon. Where do we see that it's Rabbi Yehuda? Titania, chaverim shayim esuvin ve'akru raglei leilach lebeis hakneses. People who were eating and they were okay to go to the Beis Knesset or the Beis Hamedrash. Kishein yotzin ein tunim bracha lemafreya. Kishein chozin ein tunim bracha lechatchila. Amar Rav Yehuda, b'medvar mamur b'man sheni chusham mixes chaverim. If they left people there. Avalo ein chusham mixes chaverim. Kishein yotzin tunim bracha lemafreya. Kishein chozin tunim bracha lechatchila. So again, it's Rav Yehuda who holds that you have to leave someone behind in order to not have a problem of shinu makom. But the Rabbanan don't hold this. And according to the Rabbanan, it would be okay as long as you're eating tunim bracha lechatchila common. Ella, the Gemara now continues. Time of the bidvar matun bracha lachreim im koman. The kshen yotzin ein tunim bracha lafek kshen chozin bracha lachatchila. Avol dvarm she'ein tunim bracha lachreim im koman. Afilu l'Rabbanan kshen yotzin tunim bracha lafreya kshen chozin bracha lachatchila. The Gemara now wants to bring a proof from this against Rabbi Yochanan. L'chorah, you have a proof from this to Rav Chisda that only things that are tunim bracha lachreim im koman. Only things that are serious foods, when you leave, you don't have a problem of shinui makom. But things that aren't serious foods, you would need to. This is against Rabbi Yochanan, who said shinui makom never needs a new bracha. So le'metavit yufta de Rabbi Yochanan. Maybe this is another proof against Rabbi Yochanan. The Gemara now asks, "V'lav niyos v'nei chadazima." Didn't we already knock off Rabbi Yochanan once? Neima mihanami tavit yufta. The Gemara says, "Okay, maybe this is also a tiyufta. Let's find the second one." Rabbi Yochanan can answer. Maybe you could say that even this Tana holds, even things that don't need afterwards, you don't need a bracha. The only reason it said Akul Ragleim is to show you how far Rabbi Yehuda is machmir. Meaning maybe the Rabbanan are makel even by things that aren't to bracha lechem. And the reason we give this case is to teach you that according to Rabbi Yehuda, we are machmir even here if you didn't leave anyone there. Tanya Kavas Reb Chisda, we have a brayso like Reb Chisda. Chaverin sheim esubin lishtos yain. Here it's refers that it's yain, and that's something serious. You need a bracha mein shalosh afterwards. Dvaran tu and bracha le'achayim b'mkoman. The akru ragleim v'chazru ein shvich in the baras, even without leaving anyone behind. So this is a proof, a fairish proof to Reb Chisda that there's a difference between tu and bracha le'achayim b'mkoman and not. This is the first sugya we're seeing today about shinui makom, and what we saw is Rabbi Yochanan was b'chadesh. There's no problem of shinui makom. That we rejected, we had a tiyufta for. But then we had two kulas about shinui makom. The first one was Tista, that mibayis lebayis mimakom lamakom, right? It is a chiluk mibayis lamakom lamakom. Only when makom lamakom, it's okay. That was Rav Chisda in the name of Rav Huna. Rav Chisda then had a second kula that he said on his own, which is if you're eating something serious, you need a bracha chayim b'mkomon, then it isn't a problem. And then it isn't a problem for shinui makom. And the Gemara, first had a kasha, then brought a proof. And another kula, which we learned Derech Agav from the story according to Rabbi Yehuda at least, is that if you left somebody there, it's also okay. Maybe the Rabbanim would agree to that too. They just told you don't need that. So 3 kulos about shinui makom. Now we go back to what we were talking about before of Yehuda and Rabbi Yossi, about people eating on Erev Shabbos, Erev Yom Tov. Tana Rabbanim, b'nei chabur she'im mesubim v'kiddush aleim hayom. They were eating in turn Shabbos Yom Tov. Mevi'in lo kosher yayin. V'omer alav kiddush hayom. You bring him a kosher kiddush. V'sheni omer alav birchas hamazon. And the second kosher says birchas hamazon of Divrei Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Ochel v'holech, ad shetechshach. You keep going, says Rabbi Yossi. Gamru kos rishon, you finish the first cup. Right, v'varchel birchas hamazon. V'hasheni Omer alav kiddush hayom. You have 2 cups. The first one you say birchas hamazon for, and the second one you say kiddush for. So there's a difference between Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Yossi, right? Rabbi Yehuda says you have to be mafsek, right? You bring a kos of yain right away. You say kiddush, and the second one you say ben shikva. You have to be mafsek. Rabbi Yossi says no. You keep eating, and as we saw before, when you finish. Right, the first bracha kos you make birchas hamazon. The second you say kiddush. The Gemara wonders why you need two separate kosas. Amai v'nimrinu l'tarvayu achad kosa. Why don't we say both on one cup? Amrav Huna Amrav Sheshes ein omim shtei kedushos al kos echad. You can't say 2 different things on one cup. Why not? My timer. Amrav Lachem Bar Yitzchak l'fi she'enos mitzvos chavilas chavilas. We don't make packs of mitzvahs. You got to do each one separately in a respectable way. V'lo, do we not make 2 brachas on one cup? For Hatanya hanichnas l'beisa b'mitzvah Shabbos. Person comes home on Motzei Shabbos. The Varch Layayin is making Avdallah. V'yala ma'or v'ala b'samim v'achar kach omer Avdallah ala kos. V'yimein lo ala kos echad. You only have 1 cup and you have to eat your meal and you want to say Birchas Hamazon ala kos. Meinichol achar hamazon. You wait with the cup till after you eat. U'mishashin kul la'achrot. And you put all the brachas on that kos afterwards. So here you see you're making kiddush and making Avdallah and Birchas Hamazon on 1 cup. The Gemara says, "Ein lo shani." There's a difference when you don't have more than 1 cup. Then obviously you make all the brachas on 1 cup. Either because you have no choice, or maybe because it's not a busha, because you only have 1 cup, so you're not trying to do chavilas, so it isn't even an insult. In any case, the islay on Yom Tov, for sure you have 1. Yom Rav Yakne, you make kiddush and Avdallah in the same cup, yain kiddush ner Avdallah. Amri, we answer, the Lord Misman, for the fact that Shechayanu isn't mentioned here. Michlad b'shviv shal Pesach, it must be shviv shal Pesach, because that's the only Yom Tov where we don't say Shechayanu. In the end of Sukkot, we do say Shechayanu. So it must be the Komai Dahavale, Achale, Velesle. He already ate and drank everything he has. That's why he only has 1 cup left. The Gemara says, no, that's not a good answer. Yom Tov Rishon, for sure, the Islay, Ve'emar Abai Yak Zineh. The Yitzman says Yom Tov Rishon, and still you see Kiddush and Avdal in the same cup. The Rav Amar Yak Nahaz. Ella must be, we make the following chilek. Havdalah and Kiddush Chadam Milsa. Havdalah and Kiddush are similar to each other. They distinguish between Kodesh and Chol, and that's why you can say both in the same cup. Birchas Hamazon and Kiddush Dreim Hilinenu. Hamazon and Kiddush, 2 different things. 2 different things you can't say on the same cup. You're packing it in. Okay. Questions that we saw thus far about the two cups and how you use them when you are going from Chol into Shabbos or Shabbos into Chol. Now the Gemara is going to focus on this situation of Shabbos and Yom Tiv with the Yakneh and the Kiddush and Havdalah and what order you go in that we just mentioned there. Now we're going to get into it more in depth. Gufa Yom Tov Shechal Yosachar Shabbos. So you have Havdalah and Kiddush. Rab Amar Yakneh, Shmuel Amar Yinhak, Rab Amar Yahnik, Levi Amar Kniya, Rabbanan Amar Kina, Marvarei the Ravna Amar Nikiya, Marsam Mishmei the Rabbi Yeshua Nihak. Shalach le'avu the Shmuel Rebbe, Yilamdenu Rabbein Neseder Avdalos. Teach us how to do this. Hey, how is it supposed to be? Shalach le'kacham Rabbi Shmuel bar Rabbi Yossi, Sham Mishum Aviv Rabbi Yossi, Sham Mishum Rabbi Yeshua ben Chananya, Nehik. Rabbi Chanina, I'll explain to you why you have Havdalah before Kiddush. Mashal Rabbi Yeshua ben Chananya, Lemelech Sheyotze ba'arkos nichnas. The Melech is going out. That's Shabbos, which is greater than Yom Tov. The prince is coming in, the duke. Malavan is HaMelech first. First we take the king out, then we bring in the Afachos. My Havilah, what's the bottom line? Abai Omer, Yak Zenit, Virava Omer, Yak Nehaz. Both Abai and Rava agree that Kiddush comes before Havdalah. Generally, it said we want to bring in Yom Tov as soon as possible, and we want to wait to push out Shabbos as long as possible. In any case, the Hilchas Akirava, Yak Nehaz, and this is indeed what we do: Yayin, Kiddush, Ner, Havdalah, and Zman. And we tell some stories about this. Rav Huna bar Yehuda Ikla lebei Rava. He went to Rav's house. Aishu l'kamay umor b'samim. He had the ner in the b'samim. Baruch Rava b'samim b'reisha. V'hada amor. He made the bracha b'samim first and then the ner. Amarle said to him, V'hav bein beishami bein b'tzilam ma'or b'reisha v'hada b'samim. Everyone agrees you do the ner first before the b'samim. Umayhi, what's the source? The Tanan, the Mishnah in Brachos. Beishami omim ner umazum b'samim v'avdalah. Etzilam omim ner b'samim mazum v'avdalah. So everyone agrees, though, that the ner is before the besam. The question is where the mazon is. Ani Rava Basrei, Rava answered in the Amar, Zodi Reb Meir. All this is according to Reb Meir. Rava Reb Yehuda Omer, Lo nechtav eisham eitzil ala mazon shu b'tchila v'avdol shu b'sof. Rava said, that's Reb Meir's version of the machlokes. But Reb Yehuda had a different version. He said, Beisham eitzil both agree, mazon is the beginning, Avdol is at the end. Alma nechtav eitzil beisham according to Reb Yehuda, ala ma'or v'ala b'samim. Eisham yamar ma'or v'achaf b'samim. U'beitzil amar b'samim v'achaf ma'or. So Rabbi said, my version, Rabbi Yehuda's version of the machlokes is that they argued about exactly this question. And Beis Hillel, who we pass like, says besamim and then ner, and that's why indeed we do it this way. From Rabbi Yochanan, no, go to Beis Hillel, believe Rabbi Yehuda. That's how we're knowing. We make the besamim before the ner, the besamim before the ner, based on the story of Rabbah, based on Rabbi Yehuda's version of Beis Hillel, which Rabbi Yochanan says we're knowing like. Okay, we'll stop here at the two dots, and tomorrow we'll continue talking more about Hilchos Kiddush that comes up here. No, Hey, Rimberg. Everything good?